but just so you know, I've never used a computer before. I just literally learned how to use a computer like yesterday. So he was like, actually, you don't even need to know how to use a computer for you to study computer science. And I was like, what? How do you study computer science without knowing how to use a computer? Hi, how are you doing, lovely people? My name is Kulani, coming to you with more videos on computer science, technology, my life experiences. And today I come to your screens to tell you my story, to share a little bit about myself with you guys. So this is a story on how I studied computer science without knowing what computers are. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background about myself. So I grew up in a village called Nguzana in Limpopo, South Africa. And I lived there with my grandmother and my sister for a very long time until 2001 when my grandmother passed away. So when my grandmother passed away, we had to relocate to go to Johannesburg to stay with my mom and dad. So when we were in Johannesburg, because it was so late, so in Johannesburg how it works is you need to apply for school months before the beginning of the next term. So because we didn't know that we're going to be relocating to Johannesburg, we did not apply for school, so we didn't have a space. But luckily enough, my dad was a police officer that he hustled something and I managed to get to school. So the government was building this new school for people that didn't get space in the other schools that were already in their community. So the school I went to is called Ivory Park Secondary School. So this school, you guys, it was not even a school. It was just, there was no infrastructure. It was just mobile containers. So these containers were crazy. The temperature outside and the temperature inside was directly proportional. The hotter it gets outside, the hotter it will get inside. In June, it was so cold, it was not even funny. As you can imagine, we did not have an infrastructure, so therefore we did not have enough resources as well. So we did not have computers in my school, we did not have any things we could use like test tubes and things we could use to do chemistry experiments. I remember, you guys, we used to do they used to show us pictures of what a test tube will look like, what a glass beaker will look like for chemistry experiments, and we would do like a theoretical learning without doing the actual practicals when we were learning chemistry. So, but I was still fascinated in chemistry. But anyway, so when I got to university, so in my home we did not have computers. At school we did not have computers. As you can figure out, I did not know how to use a computer. I've seen a computer before, but I've never used a computer before. So when I went to university, as part of the orientation week at University of Cape Town, we had to do a computer literacy test. Everybody has to do this test. And as part of this test, you need to get 60% to pass the test. So I went in and I had no idea what was going on. Obviously, I got in and I will do a skit for you guys to see what happened. Hey, welcome. You can have a seat anyway and just log in. Thank you. Hi. Hey, welcome. Cool. You guys can sit. You can sit anyway. Just find a seat anyway and just log in. Hey, I noticed you haven't logged in. Do you need help? Well, I don't know what I have to do. I don't know how to use a computer. Oh. No, that's okay. It's fine. So basically this is a monitor and you can see this is like the screen where you will see the test, and this is a keyboard. As you can see the letters, you just need to punch in the information that they give you, your login information, just like punch it in there, and you should sign you in. And yeah, you can like use the mouse to like navigate and just continue with the test. Just let me know if you need any more help. I'll be here. Just raise your hand and I'll be here to help you. Okay. Well, good luck for the test.
Thank you.
I finished writing the test and I just left, and I was like terrified because I knew I did so bad because I had no idea what I was doing. So a few days later we got back our results and I've got 15%. I needed to get 60% to pass. I got 15%. Fail. This was the first test I have ever failed in my life. So it was horrifying. I thought the university was gonna exclude me. I thought that was it for me. I'm going home. I can't do anything. It's a mistake that I'm even in this place. But anyway, they said that everybody that got less than 60% has to go through training. So as part of this training, I was so fascinated, you guys. I was just like, oh my God, I love this. Like everything the guy was saying, like he was not even saying anything hectic. Like it was just like, oh, this is a web browser. This is how you use it. This is how you log into the school portals. This is Excel. This is Word. This is how you submit your work. Just like basic things that you need for university. But I was just so fascinated about how everything worked. So the tutor came to me after and he's like, hey, I've noticed you was really, really fascinated about what we were doing. I'm like, oh my God, I love this. I've never used a computer before, but this is amazing. And like, I was just like, oh my God, like going on and on. And this guy was like, you know what, if you would like, you could do this as an elective. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, you can go to the computer science department and talk to a computer science lecturer, and they'll give you more information about what computer science is. And yeah, you can definitely do this. And I went to a computer science department. I remember I was so excited. I got the lecturer. He was like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm good. I heard about computer science. I think I want to do it. Tell me what it's about. So he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh, but just so you know, I've never used a computer before. I just literally learned how to use a computer like yesterday. So he was like, actually, you don't even need to know how to use a computer for you to study computer science. And I was like, what? How do you study computer science without knowing how to use a computer? Like what? But anyway, now I understand what he meant by that. Anyway, yeah, so I decided to take computer science as an elective. I did computer science for the first time I did an elective, then I changed and I did it as my major. And I just studied in computer science, but I still did chemistry. So I graduated with chemistry and computer science, but I only did my honors in computer science. So yeah, that was like my story of how I got into computers or how I got into computer science. So yeah, so I just want to say to all the young girls, all the young boys from my village and from my country, that you know what, black child, your dreams are valid. All you need to do is to play your role in it. You need to work hard. You need to have clear goals. You need to be determined. You need to know what is it that you want in your life. You can change your life. Don't let your background define you. Your background doesn't define you. No one defines you except for you. You are the only person who can define who you are, who you want to be. It doesn't matter if no one in your family has never been to university. You will be the first. You will be the first person to go to university from your family. You will be the first person to graduate from your family. You will be the first person to drive that flashy car. You will be the first person to have that beautiful beach house that you always wanted. Don't let people discourage you from your goals. Don't let people discourage you from what you want in your life and who you want to be in your life. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos from me, you can hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.